Round 2 is upon us, and Lord Stanley Cup is ever so closer to coming to Buffalo for the first ever time. Now, Ottawa, if you guys remember, was a tough team throughout the series. I mean, we fought them off barely at the end. I mean, look at that, 45, 29, and 8, and we're 45, 25, and 12. So just those 4 losses that we got to overtime that they didn't is enough to separate us in the standings. Now we're playing in round 2. I don't think we could have drawn a tougher round 2 matchup. Looking at their team, they're stacked. I mean, there's a surprise waiting for us on the third line, and I'll get to that in a second. But first off, let's hold this team meeting. I just want to get these guys excited for this game. I mean, I know I'm excited. Tonight's game 1 of the series, and whether it's this game or game 7, I need the best out of you every night without fail. I mean, that's what I need. This is going to be a tough team to beat. They're going to be really good. I mean, they were really good throughout the season. Let's go ahead and check out the season series, actually. How did we do against them during the regular season? That'll give us a little clue as to how we simulate against them. So I don't see any games against them. There's one. We lost in a shootout. There's no shootouts, though. Another shootout loss. And a 3-0 win. And yeah, do we only play them 3 times? We have to play them more than 3 times, right? Did I miss them? Yeah. So we're 2-0-2 against them, it looks like. Which I think bodes well for us, but there's no shootouts. So maybe they do better in regulation, but I mean, we won 2 games in regulation. They didn't win any games in regulation. I mean, we did have to beat Columbus in 7, and they only played 6 games, so they're a little bit more well-rested, but we got Ryan O'Reilly back, which is all that matters. I think on that second line, that's huge for us. So I'll go ahead and we'll go check out the lines. Yeah, their third line, surprise, coming. You guys aren't ready for it. So we'll go ahead and look at our lines, how they look now with Ryan O'Reilly back in the lineup. Yeah, now we got Reinhart. So this is the same first line, and the second line, the only difference is now O'Reilly is here. You know, I'll throw him in the center and move Sedin out wide. Then on the third line here, so we got Bonino, Foligno, and Larson, and then Gergens is up to an 84 now. Our defensive pairings are mostly the same, except I think it was Bogosian grew to an 86, so that's nice to see. Maybe that's just not momentum, his morale. And then Murray at an 86 and Miller at an 85. So we'll go ahead and check out their lines. Yeah, I mean, it's just a pretty decent team. I don't know how they did so well. It's probably their defensive core. I mean, their defensive core is stacked. This first line, I know Bobby Ryan's got 12 points in 6 games, so he's got 2 points per game. I think it's like 4 goals, 8 assists or something like that, or 8 goals, 4 assists. And then, yeah, so I would still give us the first line nod, but our guys are young. They're veterans. They know how this point in the playoff goes. Eichel and Reinhart never been here before, so they're new to this. Second line, about the same. I mean, MacArthur and Kane's better than MacArthur. Brassard's about the same as Sedin, and Hoffman's not as good as O'Reilly, but that being said, it's still a good second line. And then here on this third line, this is what I was talking about. The Magic Man, Pavel Datsyuk, is getting third line ice time. Listed as a first line forward, playing with Lazar and Brooks Like. I mean, I don't know what's going on this third line, but all I know is I'm afraid of Datsyuk significantly, just because I think he's that much better than Bonino, and I think that he just makes their third line that much better. I mean, look at this, 88, 87, 88 down the center. Our fourth line, they got Chris Kelly and Grinder, so they got a good physical bottom fourth line here. And then Like and Lazar is a two-way forward. And then defensively, now they're stacked up top here. I mean, they got Erik Karlsson, 94. Not much more needs to be said about him. 97 offensive awareness. I mean, the man is just freaking unstoppable. Cody Ceci, I mean, another great offensive two-way defender. Like, I know he's a two-way defender, but his offensive awareness is up to an 89. He's got a great shot. Skating is great, so physical too. Second pairing, also really good. And third pairing, I mean, they got a lot of good defenders here, and it makes me scared just because I don't think our forwards will be able to score, even though Craig Anderson isn't the greatest goalie out there. I think he'll do just good enough, paired with that defensive core, paired with this scoring up top, and hopefully not depth scoring, but it's going to come. I'm almost positive that the depth scoring is going to come. I mean, I think we're solid all around, but like I need a guy like Eichel or Reinhardt or Okposo to step up. I mean, maybe making Eichel a sniper at some point would make the team better. Maybe he would put more pucks in the net, although he's not really a scorer in real life. He's more of a, a top tier setup man. With Reinhardt also being a really good passer. I mean, maybe Kane on that first line and Reinhardt on that second line might do well, because we need that first line sniper, and I don't know if I want it to be our center in Eichel. That's something to think about in the offseason, especially with who we have to sign and how much cap space we have. We got a lot of big names coming up in free agency, but hopefully I won't have to talk about free agency just like I did in last video, because we'll be moving on to the next round of the playoffs. So let's get game 1 started. I mean, I'm excited for round 2. Let's get it. First period. Let's just go. Rasmus Ristolainen with a shot from the top of the circle. High slot up there. 14 shots to 9 shots. That's a great start for us here in Buffalo. We need to take these early games because we just need to get ahead in the series. I mean, in 7 games, a lot can happen, and you always want to have that 1 game lead. Have them catching you. Don't have to chase them. You want to be chased in the playoffs. Go ahead and get the second period started. And another 2 goals. O'Reilly and Sedin now on that second line. So this, I'm actually really excited about this, because this is going to be, I think, a lot of scoring for us. 26 shots to 16, so we're severely outshooting them. Let's go get this third period started. Power play, come on. Ryan O'Reilly on the power play makes it a 4-0 game. Come on, Matt Murray. Keep the door shut. Don't let them crawl back into it. They got 1, and I'm not upset about that, but come on. Let's just keep them out of it. Keep them this far away. I'm okay. Johan Larsson scored. Hell yes. 5-1. Just keep them ever so far away. I mean, we don't have to blow them out, but I'd rather not let them crawl back into games, because I think they're a resilient team. I mean, we won 1-goal games. I think it was 3-2 both times we played them, or 3-0 maybe. Close games, and then we lost in shootouts, so it's not like we handled this team anytime we played them. Let's go ahead and check out the 3 stars here. O'Reilly, Sedin, and then Murray had a great game. I know he let 1 in there late in the third period, but it was just a little too late for the Ottawa Senators. It's a great way to get this series off. Better than I was hoping for. A good, solid 1-0 win. Let's go see what everyone else does. So Pittsburgh, oh wow. So all of the home teams have won their game. So O'Reilly's 100% healthy. I don't know why we're losing locker room chemistry. Somebody wants to talk to me. I don't know why. It's Matt Molson, because he's scratched and he's just whining about it. So I know it's not ideal, but okay. So calm doesn't affect him whatsoever. I mean, listen, he's a veteran. He's 35, I think, or something like that. He's making $5 million. I don't want him on the team anymore. His salary is a part of the reason why we're going to have such a struggle this year in free agency. I think what you see now is going to be what the team is going to be. Maybe Sedin retires, but I don't think I want to re-sign him just because he's old and he might ask for a lot of money. If he doesn't retire, maybe we can keep him on as that second line, because that second line looks really, really good. Anyway, let's not focus on next season, because I don't want to talk about next season for a couple videos. Let's go ahead and just get right into this first period. And Delorier on that 4th line left winger scores for us. Hell yes. See this depth scoring. I didn't think it was going to come, and I asked our 3rd and 4th lines just to not give up any goals, to be even at least, plus minus wise. But I'll take if they're a plus lines, scoring, giving us goals, giving us our top guys a little bit of taking the pressure off of their shoulders. Let's go ahead and see what happens in the second period. Another 2-goal second period. So these first 2 games are looking pretty identical, but this time it's the first line. See, Delorier got the pressure off of everybody, making it 1-0, so now we don't have to worry about scoring that first goal and being down in the game. And then Okposo and Reinhardt can just go ahead a minute apart, go ahead and score back-to-back goals for us. High shooting game, actually. Both teams are putting a lot of shots on the net, but Matt Murray's playing well. Hopefully a 5-on-3 power play for a long time, and we couldn't even take advantage of it. That's okay. Bobby Ryan continues his hot playoffs, pulls Ottawa back to within 2. Is it too little too late? Come on, 90 seconds. Oh, and they score with a minute left. Are they going to have enough? No, they're not. Matt Murray shuts the door for the final minute and 9 seconds. Whew. This is what I mean. This team doesn't go away. We're gonna have a tough time with this team. I know we're up 2-0, but I'm not looking at, and I'm not bringing out the broom anytime soon, even if we go up 3-0. Let's go ahead and check out the 3 stars again. Matt Murray, another solid game. Hey, 33 shots, only 2 goals. Pretty good game. Sam Reinhart actually putting points up for us. I haven't seen Jack Eichel, although he might have gotten an assist on Okposo or Reinhart's goal. Okposo, physical power forward with a goal for us. I actually do want to see whether or not Eichel got a point. Eichel got 2 points, actually, so he assisted on probably both Okposo and Reinhardt's goals. So that's nice to see coming out of our first line, some scoring. He's not happy because of his recent individual performance, but maybe he just would rather be putting the puck in the back of the net rather than just dishing. But like I said earlier, he's a good setup man. So, you know what? I don't even know where to scout. Well, they have 23 forwards here. We'll go ahead and just quickly scout there. And there we go. Go ahead and get Game 3 started. Going to Ottawa, I don't want to see any let-up. I'm not upset if we lose. Obviously, I mean, who wants to lose? But first period, okay, another quick start for us. This time it's only 36 seconds into the game. Johan Larsson on that third line scores, but Bobby Ryan will not let Ottawa go away quietly. He's been single-handedly carrying this roster through the playoffs. I'll have to show you guys his stats, whether we win or lose. Hopefully, you know, he only gets to play a maximum of 13 games, which means we went to a Game 7 if you're doing the math. But hopefully we can get another 2-goal second period like we've had. Ottawa probably doesn't want to disappoint their home fans. I mean, they've never won the Stanley Cup. We've never won the Stanley Cup, and both of these teams are primed and ready to go. So let's get this second period. And it's a 2-goal period for Evander Kane himself. It's another 2-goal second period for the Buffalo Sabres. Man, there's something about this second period going for us that all of a sudden we just decide to just lock down on defense and put in 2. I mean, 2 is obviously better than 1 because, I mean, that gives you a little bit of a cushion. Like, Matt Murray doesn't have to, you know, shut down every shot. You know, maybe he has a little gaff and lets in 1 goal, but I mean, we still got a cushion. But let's keep going. Come on, just play solid. Just shut the door, Murray. Lock it down. Don't let anybody in. Protect it. Protect this house. Oh, MacArthur. Wait, you get the power play though. Right back. Come on, answer. Long power play, and they score. Clark MacArthur has himself a 2-goal third period to tie it up. Oh, come on, 90 seconds. Somebody, we're going into overtime. Oh, boy. So as Evander Kane has himself a solo 2-goal second period, Clark MacArthur has a solo 2-goal third period. That was huge for them. Clark MacArthur against his former team. We used to have Clark MacArthur actually a decent amount of time ago, but let's not worry about that. Evander, can you finish it off with the hat trick here in overtime? Be a hero. Put us up 3-0 in the series. Murray, I'm going to need you to give it all you got this game. 38 shots is a lot to face, and now we're going into overtime. But can you shut the door just for 1 period for us? And boys on offense, hey, defenders, don't be afraid to play a little bit of offense too. Cam Fowler, Rasmus Ristolainen on the power play. Come on. You get a power play in overtime, you got to capitalize on it. 40 shots now, 42. Another power play in overtime. Somebody capitalize on some of these chances we're getting. We're being badly outshot, and when we get these power plays, we need to capitalize on it. Come on, somebody on the Sabres score late here in overtime. And we're going into a second overtime. Oh my God. Ottawa's got 47 shots to our 35. Matt Murray has been standing on his head. Reward that man with a dub. Come on. Somebody put one in past Craig Anderson and Wisniewski. Matt Murray just couldn't hold up. Almost 50 shots against. I don't blame him. A 4-3 overtime loss isn't the worst thing in the world, but you got to support your goaltender, guys. He's carrying you to overtime. Well, I guess I shouldn't say carrying you to overtime. They did net 3 or 2 in this third period. We were up 3-1 going into the third, but you can't expect him to shut the door that long when he's got to make that many saves. Wisniewski, Clark MacArthur, and then Evander Kane. Yeah, those are the 3 stars I would have expected. 2-1 now. Come on, win game 4. I mean, we still have home ice advantage, which is the important thing. We didn't lose home ice advantage, but I want to go 3-1 in the series. Who wouldn't? Obviously, I keep saying that because it's like these are obvious statements. But 3-1, a lot better than 2-2. We've been playing well too. It's not like we've been outplayed in any of these games. First period, and Evander Kane, just a little bit too late. I needed that one last game, like 1 period ago. That would have been like 1 minute into the game. We couldn't have done that last night. And then Kelly on Murray there in the first period makes it 1-1 game. Come on. Let's see if we can have another strong second period. Evander Kane, you got 2 more in your solo second period. And Bobby Ryan now is the only one to score in the second period. Ottawa's defending their home ice. We need to steal this one. I have nothing else to say. Just go out there, execute, do your thing. Come on. 20 shots to 20 now. It's a very even game. Just net another one, make it 2-2. I'm okay with another overtime game. I do not want to... Yes, Kyle Okposo. Thank you. And Evander Kane now gives us a goal. And then Sam Reinhart nets the empty netter with a minute left. And O'Reilly. Oh my God. Wow. We net 3 goals in under 3 minutes. 4 goals in 4 minutes. Ryan O'Reilly actually scored on Craig Anderson. Reinhart scored on an empty net. But then O'Reilly makes it a 3-goal lead while scoring on Craig Anderson. Wow. What a third period for us as we go 3-1. Go up 3-1, and now we're going back to the 7-1-6. Come on, guys. Oh, this is exciting. This is really exciting. That second line, look at it. I called it. I knew this second line was going to be something good. I knew, like, no other team has that kind of second line. Like, these guys are all players that could play on the first line. Wait, Bogosian's injured? But it looks like he can play through his injury. Okay, because I didn't get a pop-up that he's been injured and has to be changed. Come on. If we play smart and work hard, we'll win. Tonight is just another game. Keep it up. Yes, I like to see them responding to what I have to say. Oh, here we go. So let's see down here. The Flyers are up 3-1 on the Penguins. I guess Lehner's not doing it for him and as backup. I mean, he's their backup. Never mind, he's not on the team anymore. 2-2, Colorado tied with Chicago, so maybe a power shift over there in the Western Conference. And LA is back to top shape as they're up 3-1 on LA. Let's go. Game 5 in Buffalo. We can do it. The crowd is behind you. They can smell it. The Eastern Conference Finals. Just give a good showing. All right, Carrier opens the scoring from a relatively tough angle. And then Erik Karlsson won't let his team go away. A late one, a gut punch in the at the end of the first period going into the intermission. Come on, come back out energized, boys. It's a loud crowd, I can tell. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Okay, so if they were loud, they're now silent. 3 goals from Ottawa. And they're not going to go away that quickly. But come on, I know we got goals in the tank. We can put on a strong showing in 1 period. We just, Schuster, depth scoring from a defenseman. Oh, and then Brassard puts the league back up to 3. We give up a power play. That's not the way to come back. We had it, and then Brassard just kind of said, no, you're not going to come back. Schuster tried to start anyway, the comeback, but Brassard's goal was just a backbreaker for us. Shortly after, just about 2 minutes after Schuster scored, he goes ahead and just says, nah, Ottawa's going to win this game. Craig Anderson had a great game, only 2 goals against on 32 shots. MacArthur and Ceci also having really good games, or a really good series against us. Evander Kane's happy because of his recent individual performance, so that's not bad. We'll go ahead and just get to game 6. Got to get a team meeting. Just one like every game, especially when you're down in a series. I've noticed that we have to put the series behind us and build momentum like immediately. Because I don't want to go to another game 7. I don't want to be 8-6. I mean, if that's what needs to be, it needs to be that way. But I'd like to be sitting on the couch waiting for the other team to finish their Game 7 and watching from home. Oh, come on. Another strong showing in Ottawa. That's what we need. We need to get off to a strong start. First period. Zemgis Girgensons opens the scoring for the Buffalo Sabres with only 4 shots. So Matt Murray, I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you to play hard. I'm going to need you to shut the door of this game. This team needs you. We really need you, Matt Murray, to step up this game. And another 2-goal second period. There it is. A 3-0 lead. Ryan O'Reilly on that second line center, and then Nicolas Deslauriers back down there on the fourth line. So that fourth line, 2 goals this game. They're producing. So it's nice to see we got some depth scoring. I'd like to see Eichel put one in here just to kind of, solidify a 4-goal lead. Should be pretty decent here. We only have 11 shots to their 23, so we're picking our spots when we shoot. But we just need Matt Murray to be strong for another period. The best way to defend is to be in the opponent's zone. I mean, the more offensive zone time you have, the less worry your goalie has, the less time you have to defend. I mean, it sounds pretty obvious, but the best way to defend is to not have the puck in your own zone. Can't give up power plays either. Can't just let them crawl back into this one. Come on. Zemgis Girgensons, his second goal of the game now, gets it back to a 3-goal lead. It's just like last game in Buffalo. Come on, keep it going, keep it going. 2 minutes, 1 minute, and we're off to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh, that's exciting. It's just like last game when Schuster scored and Brassard shut the door, said, "You aren't coming back." Carlson scored and Zemgis Girgensons said, "This is our time. This is our city. This is our time. This is time for us to go. This is time for us to go to the Stanley Cup Finals and bring it back to Buffalo where it belongs. Bring it there for the first time." So yeah, I think our fourth line was our number 1 point getters. Yeah, Girgensons had 2 goals, and then Deslauriers had 3 points, so he assisted on both of Girgensons' goals. Bonino assisted on somebody's goal. Carrier, McCabe, O'Reilly scored, and then Sam Reinhart. So it's interesting to see. I wonder where Bonino got his goal. I don't think it was a shorthanded goal by any means. Nobody scored on the power play, but I don't know. Maybe Bonino was stuck out there on the line change, but whatever works. Jack, you're on the first line. I don't care. We're on to the second round. He's got to be psyched about that. I know I am. Matt Molson, I don't really care. We faced adversity and we triumphed. Yeah, basically that's what happened. I mean, they did come back and win 2 games on us, but we closed out the series and we're the second team to move on. Oh, I should probably scout. Oh, wow, that was a quick turnaround in the series, and we're playing the Philadelphia Flyers. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how Ottawa's players were doing in that series. It was actually pretty. I checked these out before the game, and it was actually shocking. Like Bobby Ryan, 17 points in 12 games, and then Stone 13 in 12, and then Turris 13 in 12. And then Carlson obviously is a stud defenseman. But yeah, they had this top line rolling, and then Craig Anderson. I mean, I think he was their downfall. I mean, we did have a pretty good couple games against him. We scored 4 goals in that third period. I know he was only in net for 3, but he didn't shut the door like you need him to. Let's see how Matt Murray and the Sabres and we're doing. So 930 save percentage, and then 213 goal against. Wait, when did Miller play? Anyway, 213 goal against average. He only faced 2 shots. Played 6 minutes. I don't know what happened, but I don't care. Miller, I guess, wanted to play, so Piles will put him in. But Sedin, Kane, Girgensons. So we need that top line to step up. I might turn a guy like Jack Eichel. I mean, his shooting category is great. I might turn a guy like Jack Eichel into a sniper, and maybe he'll be putting more goals in, although I don't know if I want to mess with what we've got. Although that first line does need to produce some points. I mean, they're all down here in a half a point per game territory. I think they're also a minus. This first line is not performing well. Maybe I need to put a guy like Ryan O'Reilly back on the first line. He's playing well, so is Sedin. I mean, Sedin's our number 1 guy right now. I mean, he's been here before. He knows what's going on, how this goes. His puck skills category is really good. Offensive awareness and defensive awareness is great, especially. Maybe, you know what? No, I'm going to leave him as a playmaker. I was thinking about making him a two-way forward, but his puck skills are too good to make him not a playmaker. O'Reilly is another two-way forward, so we got a real two-way second line, and then Kane as the sniper. So maybe it would benefit to put O'Reilly back on that first line, or even O'Reilly's got 7 points in 6 games, so I don't know how much I want to mess with everything. Making Eichel a sniper. I mean, he's got 1 goal this playoffs, and his shooting category is 5 stars. 90 basically in every category for shooting. So if you guys have any suggestions as far as lines, I know it's not always, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I feel like a little tweaking here and there won't kill us against Philadelphia. I don't know what seed they are in or came out of. I didn't mean to press that. But we'll see how many games it took them to get here. They're 8-3, so we've played 2 more games than they have. It was probably that series against Columbus that got us. But we are 1 series away from the Stanley Cup Finals. This could be something special, and I think if we can just make a couple tweaks, I don't think we'll have to worry too much about Philadelphia, although I don't want to get too cocky, but I think maybe even putting a guy like O'Reilly on the first line, putting Eichel down here, or maybe even switching Eichel and Sedin, putting Eichel on the wing here. I don't want to mess with it too much, though, so if you guys have any suggestions, would making Eichel a sniper make him put more goals in the net, or would he just not play as well, or would he not grow? Would I ruin his development? That's something I don't want to do. I mean, he's 21, medium franchise. He's 91. He can still grow. So yeah, would making, maybe. I mean, I like the sniper two-way forward playmaking second line. Maybe making Eichel a sniper and Okposo a two-way forward. He's a power forward, but this is basically the only one I'm asking about, guys. If I made Eichel a sniper, would he play differently? Simulating. I don't know if he would put more goals in. Would it ruin the chemistry up here on the first line? Or maybe I should put him on the second line and switch him for Sedin or O'Reilly, who are both performing really well because I guess they're playing second line opponents. I don't know, guys. You let me know down there in the comment section. I read everybody's comment. I try to respond to it, or at least give it a like. If I've seen it, I've probably liked it. There's really nothing else that I need to fix defensive wise. I think we're doing quite well. If you guys could answer for me, if I made Eichel a sniper, would he play differently, and should I put him on the second line and switch him and O'Reilly because O'Reilly's playing really well? Go ahead and let me know. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. I'll see you guys when we play Philadelphia in the second round. We're one step closer. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you next time.